Critics say cancel culture has struck again. From those two top editors resigning from the New York Times and the Philadelphia Inquirer after these stories ran in their papers, to now, when the classic film from 1939, Gone with the Wind, now gone temporarily from HBO as they add historical context to it. And the hit TV shows Cops and Live PD also getting canceled. What does this all mean, and how did we wind up here? Let's talk to the author of Don't Burn This Book, Dave Rubin. Dave, good morning to you. You've been talking about cancel culture for about 5 years, and here we are.
Here we are. Well, first off, I just want to let you know that I did actually cancel my HBO account yesterday. I'm pretty sure I have some family members that aren't that happy with me, if you know what I mean. Yes, you know, you may remember a season 7 episode of Seinfeld where Kramer goes to march in the AIDS march, and he refuses to wear the ribbon. So he's doing the good thing, but he just doesn't want to wear a ribbon. And what happens is the mob decides to beat the crap out of Kramer. And that basically is where we're at this point. What the left has become is a amorphous mob that will take out anyone who does not bow immediately when they want you to bow. I mean, the idea we're going to take Gone with the Wind off HBO, we could take everything off. There is literally every television show ever. I mean, look at Family Guy, The Simpsons, Seinfeld. Every comedy will be gone. Curb Your Enthusiasm will be gone. Are we going to take off Police Academy movies? I mean, we could go through the litany of things that might trigger somebody, that might offend somebody. This is art. I mean, we're going to have to go through all our music, all our movies, all our TV shows. And what we'll be left with is you're going to have to sit in a room with nothing in it and keep quiet. This thing is out of control. Where are the adults in the room? Where is someone that is in corporate America that says, no, you know what, Gone with the Wind stands on its own as a movie of its time, and we're going to leave it there. We don't need to put a warning before someone watches a movie. We're not children, and yet we're being treated like children.
Yeah, you know, what HBO is going to do is they're going to add some kind of historical perspective about where we were as a nation back in 1939 when it came out, and when one of the stars won the Oscar as well in a landmark award win. Ted Cruz tweeted this out. I wanted your reaction. Here's a radical idea. Don't censor Gone with the Wind. Don't censor Blazing Saddles. Don't censor Quentin Tarantino. Don't censor anything. You know, you were talking about the political left. You're a registered Democrat. You're living in California. You were part of the political left for a little while. Why did you make this trip to where you are right now?
You're going for me early in the morning. I am a registered Democrat here in California, but I want to be very clear that that really is just for technical purposes because, you know, California and LA specifically, it's such a Democratic stronghold that I want to be able to vote in primaries to try to make things a little more centrist. So I actually voted for Biden in the primary, which was really only a vote against Bernie. But yes, I was a progressive for most of my life. And we're seeing the fruits of what the progressives bring you. Every city right now that is rioting, or Seattle with its autonomous zone, which sounds like some sort of dystopian sci-fi movie like District 9, these are all run by far-left progressives. Why is it that L.A., my mayor, is bending his knee to protesters and rioters, and it's happening in Seattle, and it's happening in New York City with de Blasio? Oddly, it's not happening in conservative or right-leaning or Republican cities because there is a belief in rule of law. But one of the things that I've been talking about for years is what the left does is that because they feel something strongly, no one will ever stop somebody else from doing something. So if you feel something strongly, that means it's right, and the guy next to you feels something strongly, so that means it's right. So they're always in a constant road to chaos, and we're seeing that right now. And even this morning, you know, President Trump tweeted something about what's happening in Seattle, and instead of responding in a mature way, the mayor basically mocked him and said something about go back to your bunker. But it's her city that now has a 6-block radius of absolute anarchy. So if this is what you want, if you're watching, you know, what's happening in these progressive cities, if this is what you want, then keep voting for these people. But if this isn't what you want, and by the way, I don't think 90% of America actually wants chaos on the streets, then we're going to have to start voting these people out pretty quick.
All right. He knows something about product placement because his book is right over his shoulder. Dave Rubin's Don't Burn This
Not
Book,
bad, right, Doozy?
Thinking for Yourself in an Age of Unreason. Very good product placement. David, thank you very much for joining us live from out on the left coast.
If you're looking for more honest and thoughtful conversations about politics instead of nonstop yelling, check out our politics playlist. And if you want to watch full interviews on a variety of topics, watch our full episode playlist all right over here. And to get notified of all future videos, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell.